National Anthem of Singapore. Quốc ca Singapore.
When Min Phong has failed a late fitness test, he is on the bench, but he has been replaced in midfield by Duan Viet Quong. Other than that, it's an almost unchanged side. Tan Tham Long has also failed a late fitness test. Lê Tan Thai will come in down the left-hand side. They will miss Tan Long's goals. He's already scored 2 in this competition so far, but do watch out for Nguyen Vu Pong. In that 5-0 victory last year, 3 of the Singapore players featured, including Indra Shadan, Ridwan Mohammed and Agu Kazmir. Now the surprise is that Mustafiz Farudin comes back in his defensive midfield role. That's no surprise perhaps, but the surprise is Isa Halim has been kept, and the person sacrificed is actually John Bin, who hasn't scored in this competition yet, but the coach has kept faith in the most expensive player in the Vietnamese history. For Singapore, it is such a pleasure and honor if you can call on a player in the quality of Noor Alam Shah, the number 8, who hasn't played much football this year, out of your bench if things get down. John Wilkinson, Van Tiem. Nice ball, clipped into the middle. Viet Thang, it's Quang Vinh waiting for the cross inside. It goes to the far post. It's the opportunity and just wide. Oh, Lionel Lewis was stranded for a short while, and Lê Tan Thai, who's been brought inside ahead of Tan Wong, almost got the opening goal. The opportunity for the early goal, off the post. Singapore is so lucky. Whatever happened to the marking, it was super slack. They went forward to attack Vu Pong, and just a simple prop through allowed Viet Thang all the time in the world to take aim and beat Lionel Lewis, which he did. He couldn't beat the upright though, and Singapore escaped. Where was the marking then? By Haki, who has been doing a good job on him all night long, suddenly let loose. They were all watching the danger man Lê Quang Vinh, and they left Nguyen Viet Thang all the time in the world to place this and beat Lionel Lewis. Agu, nice little layoff to Jia Yi. Shot is on, which is on target. Easily caught by goalkeeper Hong San. After this, goes to the far post. Great save by Lionel Lewis. Captain Van Tiem. Chan of Vietnam. So line allowed to stroll so easily through the middle of the pitch. Onside. Here's another opportunity for Vietnam. This time surely it is in. No, it's not. It's gone wide again. And by Haki and Lionel Lewis are at each other's throats yet again. And once more it's Viet Thang, the striker who hit the post earlier on. This time kept onside by the Singapore backline of by Haki and Noor Rahman. Went clear. And the finish was non-existent. Give credit to this man, Lionel Lewis, for making himself huge and covering the angle. But Viet Thang make those runs. He usually does into the zones after the defenders have been pulled out. Van Tiem Good run by him. The cutback is good. Oh, he should have taken the shot. Cottonvin goes all the way back. Two players going for the same ball. And the impetus of the attack is finally over, but it's still on target. Lionel Lewis was forced to make a save. But this was from way far too out. Let Hantai in the end. Oh, lovely work by Vietnam. Here's another opportunity for the opening goal. Lionel Lewis spread very, very close to his near post until there was an angle opening up. But Duan Viet Quang showing us why he's a right fullback. He's fearful of taking the shot on. Once again, they've drawn the Singapore defenders out and played the wall passes. It's simple football. It's old-fashioned, if you like. Just the wall pass. A triangle and a triumvirate of Vietnamese players just causing confusion in the shot. Good player to call from the bench. MVP at last ASEAN Cup. 10 goals in the last ASEAN Cups. Already got 2 in this one. But first, it's a free kick. They have to defend, and Lionel Lewis had to tip it over. He wasn't too happy with his defenders yet again. But the man who just celebrated his birthday did enough on the tip-off to prevent a deficit and concede the corner. Just did enough from the Vietnamese since the first whistle. 3 players waiting in the box for the cross. Much better cross by Bennett. No, I'm sure that was the opportunity. And he just got under the ball. That would have been a real sucker punch if that goal had gone in. No Alam Shah usually leaps so very well for these. Went far post. That's Singapore's tactic so far in this tournament. And it was just slightly swerving away from him. Look at that. There's that swerve there. It's just got away from No Alam Shah. Hey, pressures. Steps in with a challenge. Mustafic trying to switch, but there's no player out wide. Oh, it's an own goal! But it's been choked off because I think No Alam Shah's been in offside position. I tell you, the Vietnamese crowd were furious, and guess who's furious now? Radi Abramovic has gone right out of his technical box, right out of the area that he's been allocated, to talk to the assistant referee from Indonesia, Suwaidi's Muhammad Yusof. Let's see, the cross came in, and it is a correct decision. No Alam Shah was in an offside position. He was in an offside position. Would have been... Lionel Lewis has lined his wall up and readies himself for this free kick. Phuong goes for it. It goes low. Lionel Lewis spills it. Gets it in time. Dangerous for the goalkeeper. That ball and the bouncy pitch. Well, he didn't catch it the first time. It gave the Singapore bench and the supporters some palpitations, but he did catch the second one. Well, he certainly is the best goalkeeper in this region, Lionel Lewis. He's got some competition. Cross has to be given, definitely. No time for that. It does end goalless here at the Mai Dinh Stadium in Hanoi. A familiar scoreline whenever these two sides face each other. In fact, in a friendly match earlier this year, Singapore did draw 0-0 with Vietnam. The difference in those two matches is that Singapore dominated that. Vietnam certainly dominated this, and they should have scored at least a couple of goals before half-time. The Lions did a much better job defensively and in midfield in the second half, and they could have easily pinched it if No Alam Shah had his header on target, and if he hadn't been in an offside position when Le Phuoc Tu